Welcome to Eastern Wisdom Today. Discover the timeless insights of Eastern civilization, its rich history, vibrant cultures, profound philosophies, and the stories of its people, all shared to help you live more consciously, deeply, and authentically in the modern world. On this channel, we bring you the essence of Eastern wisdom traditions, from ancient teachings of mindfulness, harmony, and balance to practical ways you can apply them to your everyday life. Whether you're seeking inner peace, a deeper understanding of your true nature, or simply a more meaningful way to live, you're in the right place. Learn from the past, live fully today, create a better tomorrow. Subscribe and join a growing community reconnecting with the roots of wisdom for a happier, more mindful life. In this thought-provoking video, we explore the resurgence of the East and its potential to shape the future of humanity. With Eastern civilizations rapidly rising in global influence across culture, economics, and technology, the question arises: who will lead the world in the 21st century? Will it be the East, with its ancient wisdom, philosophical depth, and sustainable practices, or will the West continue to dominate? We delve into the historical, cultural, and philosophical roots of Eastern civilizations. From their early contributions to science and technology to the modern-day economic powerhouses like China and India. Discover how Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism offer new perspectives on balance, harmony, and interconnectedness, presenting a powerful alternative to the materialism and individualism that dominate the West. As we analyze the global power shift, this video offers a comprehensive look at how the East's blend of material and spiritual dimensions may be the key to a more harmonious and sustainable future for humanity. Join us to explore the rise of the East and its impact on the future of the world. Human history is a cycle of rise and fall, of prosperity and decline, where civilizations take turns stepping onto the world stage and then fading into the background. After centuries of being overshadowed by Western expansion, the East, with its cultural depth, philosophical heritage, and resilient inner strength, is gradually returning. This resurgence is not loud or flashy, but quiet, steady, and determined. The pressing question is: will the future of humanity belong to the East? 1. The Eastern human ideal: harmony, not domination. At the heart of Eastern philosophy lies a fundamentally different understanding of humanity's place in the universe. Unlike the dominant Western worldview, which often treats nature as a resource to be conquered, tamed, or exploited, the Eastern tradition emphasizes harmony with the cosmos. From Confucianism's focus on relational ethics, to Taoism's effortless alignment with the natural flow, Tao, and Buddhism's insight into interdependence and compassion, the East does not see the human being as a master of the world, but as a conscious participant in its intricate balance. This worldview is encapsulated in the ancient principle of heaven, earth, human, a triadic vision that places humanity not above, but within the cosmic order. Humans are not isolated egos but living nodes in a vast web of life, whose well-being depends on the health of nature, society, and spirit alike. Thus, the ideal human is not the most powerful, but the most attuned, one who lives with restraint, humility, and awareness. In today's context, marked by ecological collapse, burnout culture, and widespread alienation, this Eastern human ideal becomes deeply relevant. The Western pursuit of control has brought enormous material progress, but also spiritual and planetary exhaustion. Meanwhile, the Eastern way offers a gentler, inward path to lead not by dominance, but by example, to succeed not through force, but through inner balance. As AI, biotechnology, and planetary crises reshape our future, the question is no longer just what we can build, but who we are becoming. In that journey, the Eastern model of the human being, as a bridge between earth and heaven, self and other, mind and spirit, may serve as a compass for a more sustainable and meaningful human future. 2. History. The East was once the center of the world. Contrary to the modern perception that places the West at the center of human progress, the East was, for much of history, the cradle of some of humanity's most brilliant and pioneering civilizations. From the Yellow and Indus River valleys in Asia to the Nile Delta and Mesopotamia in the Middle East, civilization's earliest light rose in the East, illuminating the world with its achievements in writing, mathematics, medicine, astronomy, philosophy, and the arts. Foundational inventions such as paper, gunpowder, the compass, the concept of zero, agricultural calendars, metallurgy, and surgical techniques all originated in the East. Ancient China developed a complex bureaucratic system and meritocratic education more than 2,000 years ago. India not only gave birth to Buddhism but also laid the groundwork for formal logic and metaphysics. Egypt became a symbol of the fusion between spiritual intuition and scientific inquiry. However, from the 15th century onward, with the age of maritime exploration, industrial revolutions, and colonial expansion, the West began to rise, seizing global power through force, technology, and financial systems. The East entered a period of decline, often portrayed as backward or subjugated in modern historical narratives. But history is not linear, it moves in cycles, rhythms, and renewals. Today, as Eastern civilizations re-emerge economically, technologically, and culturally, the world is beginning to realize that the East's absence was never absolute. Its silence was not disappearance, but incubation. This resurgence is not an act of conquest, but a necessary return of a civilizational stream that never truly dried up, only waited patiently beneath the surface. 3. Culture and philosophy. Soft power in motion. While hard power builds empires, soft power shapes civilizations. In recent decades, as Western societies face crises of identity, mental health, and spiritual meaning, there has been a quiet but profound turning toward Eastern culture and philosophy, not as a trend, but as a search for balance, purpose, and healing. Eastern thought does not impose itself through force or ideology, but flows through daily life, art, ritual, and presence. It teaches not what to think, but how to be. At its core is an understanding of interconnectedness, of humans with nature, of mind with body, of individual with community. This perspective is reflected in Confucian values of harmony and social ethics, Taoist reverence for natural spontaneity, and Buddhist teachings on compassion and non-attachment. These traditions do not offer abstract dogmas, but practical wisdoms for living with depth and awareness. In an age dominated by acceleration and consumption, the Eastern emphasis on stillness, simplicity, and inward reflection becomes a form of quiet resistance. Practices like meditation, yoga, mindfulness, feng shui, and traditional medicine have not only gained global popularity, they've become lifelines for millions seeking peace in the chaos of modernity. This is soft power at its most profound, the ability to influence hearts and reshape consciousness without coercion. Unlike the top-down imposition of cultural norms, Eastern wisdom spreads organically, through a teacher's gesture, a poem's silence, a tea ceremony's grace. As the global order becomes increasingly uncertain, the world is not only seeking new leaders, but new values. In this quest, Eastern culture and philosophy offer not domination, but integration, not certainty, but clarity, not conquest, but compassion. It is this gentle yet resilient power that may well define the spiritual center of the 21st century. 4. Economics. A shift in global power centers. The 21st century is witnessing a profound shift in global economic gravity, from west to east. No longer defined solely by industrial output or cheap labor, Asia's rising economies are becoming innovation hubs, financial powerhouses, and strategic centers in an increasingly multipolar world. China, now the world's largest economy by purchasing power parity (PPP), is redefining global trade through initiatives like the Belt and Road and its expanding digital economy. India, with its youthful population and surging tech sector, is emerging as a key player in software, fintech, and AI. Meanwhile, countries like Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and Vietnam are contributing with high-tech manufacturing, smart cities, and resilient economic models. This shift is not just quantitative, it's qualitative. Eastern economies are no longer merely reacting to Western paradigms, they are setting their own rules. Developing indigenous technologies, and crafting regional alliances such as RCEP and BRICS+. The dominance of Western-led institutions like the IMF and World Bank is being challenged by alternatives like the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB. What we are witnessing is not just economic growth, it's the recentering of global influence. The East is not asking for a seat at the table, it is building its own table. 5. Science and technology. From catching up to leading. For much of the 20th century, Eastern countries were seen as mere imitators, catching up with the technological and scientific advancements pioneered by the West. However, in the 21st century, this narrative has dramatically shifted. The East is no longer trailing in the wake of Western innovation, it is leading the charge in several cutting-edge fields, reshaping the global technological landscape. China, in particular, has emerged as a world leader in artificial intelligence, AI, 5G networks, and quantum computing. The country's investment in research and development has led to breakthroughs that are now rivaling Silicon Valley giants. China's rapid development in AI-driven technologies, from facial recognition to autonomous vehicles, has propelled it into the forefront of the global digital economy. Moreover, China's ambitious space program, highlighted by its successful moon missions and Mars rover exploration, demonstrates its growing scientific prowess on the global stage. India, too, is becoming a powerhouse in the tech industry, with its booming software sector, thriving startup ecosystem, and expertise in IT services and software development. The country is a global leader in IT outsourcing, and its innovations in space technology, such as the Mars Orbiter mission, are a testament to its growing scientific and technological capabilities. Meanwhile, countries like Japan and South Korea continue to drive technological advancement in fields such as robotics, electronics, and renewable energy. Companies like Samsung and Toyota set the standard for global innovation in consumer electronics and automotive technology. What we are witnessing is the transformation of the East from a technological follower to a global leader. By nurturing homegrown talent, prioritizing innovation, and developing robust research infrastructures, Eastern countries are not merely catching up, they are setting the agenda for the future. 6. The future. Balancing material and spiritual dimensions. As the world grapples with unprecedented technological advancements and environmental challenges, the future will require a new balance, one that harmonizes material progress with spiritual depth. Eastern philosophies, which have long emphasized the importance of this balance, offer a critical framework for navigating the complexities of the 21st century. Western modernity has largely prioritized materialism, economic growth, technological innovation, and consumption. While this approach has generated unparalleled wealth and development, it has also led to environmental degradation, mental health crises, and spiritual emptiness. In contrast, Eastern traditions have consistently championed the integration of material and spiritual well-being, advocating for a life lived in alignment with nature, community, and self. In the future, the challenge will not simply be to accumulate more, but to become more, to cultivate wisdom, compassion, and inner peace alongside technological and economic achievements. The East offers valuable lessons in mindfulness, interconnectedness, and humility, which can guide the world as it seeks sustainability and fulfillment in a rapidly changing world. As we move forward, the ability to blend innovation with introspection, to pursue progress without losing sight of the deeper dimensions of life, will define the next era. The East's approach to balancing material success with spiritual wisdom may offer the blueprint for a truly integrated and harmonious future. Conclusion. The future is not about supremacy, but harmony. The question, who will the future of humanity belong to, doesn't require a winner-takes-all answer. The East does not need to, and should not, repeat the path of Western domination. More importantly, this resurgence should carry a spirit of harmony, inclusivity, and deep understanding, helping build a more balanced world, one where ancient wisdom and modern innovation, spirituality and science, humans and the cosmos, all reconnect in meaningful ways. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video until the end. In a world that changes every day, the fact that you paused to reflect on history, philosophy, and the future of humanity is no small thing. Congratulations to you, not just for finishing a video, but for taking another step on the journey of expanding your vision. awakening your thoughts, and connecting with the deep current of human civilization. If this video offered you a fresh and thought-provoking perspective, please hit the like button to support meaningful content. Don't forget to share it with friends who are curious about the shifting tides of the world and the rise of the East. And if you'd like to continue this journey with us, exploring the depths of history, culture, and humanity's future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss what comes next. The future remains an unanswered question, but in seeking it, we can walk the path together. See you on the next journey.